Today on DIJON TV, we visit Chip's Vintage in the heart of the West Broadway neighborhood in Winnipeg. Owner Andrew Chipman will show us all his vintage and local fares before hopping across the street with friend and artist Caitlin for some vegan eats from Roughage Eatery.
I'm Andrew Chipman. This is my shop, Chip's Vintage, our new location we just moved into, which I'm really excited about. We're in like sunny West Broadway, which I love, the big open windows. As far as I know, all the wood is originally from the house that was here. Kind of exactly what I try to do with Chip's, where it's just like some new stuff, some vintage, and like kind of ties that all together. So I think for like the look of it, it's like perfect. This is our employee of the month, Joey. He gets it every single month, but I don't see why he wouldn't. When I was putting a business model together and like kind of realizing like what would be important to me, and sustainability really kind of played into it. My first job as a teenager was at a thrift store, and I really saw the amount of waste that came out of them even. It's just been a conversation I've been seeing more and more, and kind of realizing what I'm doing. It's so important to me, and making sure that what I'm doing is something I'm comfortable with and something that I think makes sense for me and my business. I try to have like the creme de la creme of vintage pieces. Anything with a Winnipeg connection, I always try to bring in. I like things with a sense of humor, definitely. This is maybe not for everyone, but kind of fun. Something that's always a favorite of mine is vacation shirts, like the open collar moment. I feel like it's great for everyone. Denim is a staple. I feel like that's maybe one of the most overwhelming things when you go to the thrift store. It's like digging through all the denim. So I try to do like a nice selection. Wranglers, Levi's, Dickies, all that good stuff. So alongside vintage, it's always been important for Chips to carry both local and national and international artists as well. A new line I'm gonna be carrying, which I'm super excited about, is my friend Caitlin. She's been tufting rugs, and she's gonna come by with like our first order, which I'm so excited about. I never really like imagined much as a young kid, but then as I got older and getting into fashion, I thought I would work in fashion in some capacity. The question was always, are you gonna move away? Like, are you gonna go to Montreal? Will you go to Toronto? I kind of got that in my brain that I had to, and then I kind of learned that, you know, I can make my own path in Winnipeg and kind of bring things here. So it was funny, someone from my high school showed me that my high school, what my aspirations was to be a vintage shop owner, and I had completely forgotten that. So it's kind of cool to think about my 18-year-old self being proud of my 30-year-old self, I suppose. But my style has really evolved. All I want to wear is either vintage or designer. Style's kind of funny, it's like two ends of the spectrum. I've shopped a lot of fast fashion before and kind of realized I didn't need to. My favorite clothing item I own is my Margiela tabby boots. Arguably the most polarizing item in fashion, where these tabby boots are like the split toe. They're like, definitely all of my friends hate them mostly, but like I love them, and I think that's what's so cool about fashion. It's all about what you love, what you want to do. I don't want to be for everyone, and I don't think everything is for everyone. And I want the people who get it to love it, and if you don't love it, that's okay, because it's not for everyone. The Chips shirt is the perfect example of like what I think Winnipeg is amazing for. People from different creative outlets helping each other out, collaborating. This is the 2.0 cowboy shirt, and it was designed by Jade Harper. Cowboys was like the design on the previous one. This kind of, to me, feels like their second date, maybe, not so much their first, which the first was. So the Instagram live auctions sort of started as like this necessity out of being closed in quarantine, and came up with this concept to do these live auctions on Instagram. So it's just like a fun, interactive way to like hang out. I really like got into the mode with my outfit. I wore this like beige loose suit with a white cowboy hat and was like fully like cattle auctioneer. Now all of a sudden I'm an amateur auctioneer. I did one for Arts Junction, turned into this thing that I never thought it would, so I'm an auctioneer, I guess. Really just, it turned more into just about hanging out in this collective online experience rather than selling clothes, which was unexpected and super fun. Thank you. Caitlin's here. Hi.
Hi.
How are you? Oh my gosh.
What do
They
you
look
think?
amazing. I'm obsessed.
Yeah. So black and white, gray and cream.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm excited to have them here.
Yeah, me too.
So do you have time to go for lunch?
Yeah.
Where should we go?
Why don't we go to Roughage? Have you had it?
I haven't.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, great.
I'll just go grab my coat. I'll be
Okay,
2
sounds
seconds.
good.
Hey, how are you?
Pretty good yourself?
Good.
Excellent. Here's your food, sir.
I'm so excited. Thanks so much. Yeah. See you again soon.
Take it easy.
Yeah.
Ciao.
Yum.
Oh, good.
That looks great. Oh my gosh. The apple brie. Cheers. It's been so nice to have such amazing vegan options so close to the shop. I find so often people think that like being vegan means you have to eat the same thing all the time, and it really doesn't have to be that way, clearly. Like you could really have so much. Some of my friends have joked about how I've like somehow become the most like earth conscious friend, like totally by accident. It's just interesting, like those small kind of choices. It's like going vegan. I like did it kind of just for fun, and it's like, wait, this is actually like pretty easy. Should we have a cheers? I think we should have a cheers. Thanks so much for coming for lunch with me. That's so nice.
Glad we can make it.
I'm so glad you're gonna have the rugs at the store. I think they're gonna be perfect. Joey, do you want to try? Come here. There you go. Good boy.
What'd you give my chips?